good evening, wherever you're at, right? If you can hear me, I'm hoping that some of you guys on TikTok come on because I've got my mic and I'm making sure the mic's working. So hopefully, can you hear me? Are you guys listening? Can you hear me coming on? It should be telling me how many people are coming. So this is my, like I said, this is my time. I come on every morning for about 20 minutes. But have you guys? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm making sure because I've got a mic on today. Okay, so tell me that you guys can hear me on TikTok, okay? So good morning, everybody. Here we go. I'm on at 7 p.m. here. I usually am between 7:30. I'm doing some readings, so at 7:30. So I can only be on here for a little while. Yes, ma'am, you can hear me. Good. I'm glad. Good. I'm just making sure. Hi, Michael. Did you see that I sent you an invite to my Patreon? Or it's not really Patreon. It's called buymeacoffee.com. You guys, I am doing it's a private session. It's if you join as a member, buymeacoffee.com/enchantedskye. I'm only allowing about 20 people in. So far I've got 4 that have joined me from my old Patreon. And it's kind of like $11 a session, but we're going to be talking, like, I always have a subject, and I have a really long one. It's about empathic martyrs. So I'm going to talk about that today. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys can hear me. So I got 45 so far. My record was, what'd we hit? I had about 5,000 at one point on TikTok. So anyway, hi guys. Hi. I see all you guys. Hi Grace. Hi Jan. Okay, I recognize some of you guys. So anyway, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the empathic martyr. And I'm writing a book. I've got 3 different books that I am writing because I understand this whole empathic martyr thing. Now, if you guys don't understand what I'm talking about, now, yes, I'm going to take questions. Okay. Please hit likes, please hit likes, because what happens is it starts to roll. So if you guys could hit likes for me, it'd be awesome. Anyway, the empathic martyr. Oh yeah, then we went to 121. So we're getting up there. The empathic martyr, you guys, is, if you don't know what an empath is, it's somebody that picks up energy from other people because you're a very caring and loving person. Well, the empathic martyr is somebody who martyrs what they want out of their life because they're empaths, and they give up a piece of themselves or things that they really need to be working on in their own lives to take care of everybody else, or to make sure that they are taken care of. They're like an empathic martyr is like a total selfless person is what it is. But you have to remember, it can get you in a little bit of problem too, a little bit of karma issue, because an empathic martyr, you guys, you have to understand, empathic martyr is somebody who knows that they've got a different choice that they need to make, and they don't make it because they feel sorry for people. And so what happens is it ends up with compassion fatigue. If you guys don't know what compassion fatigue, we all know what that is, especially if you're a school teacher. We also know that you're very well aware of the expression compassion fatigue. It's to a point that you just can't anymore. And you can't take care of anybody anymore. You can't anymore. Now, if anybody knows me, that I taught for 31 years, I got in January and I had compassion fatigue, and I just couldn't, that was it. I was just done. And after taking care of approximately, we have figured between 20 and 30,000 children in 31 years, because I remember I taught at all buildings, at the whole building. So I get the compassion fatigue thing, but I'm starting to do some research on this. And remember, I'm working on my PhD. So I'm in metaphysical counseling. So, hi guys. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing a real brief thing with you guys about some of my findings. And first of all, you have to be an empath to be able to understand the empathic martyr. And usually empaths are, some people say they're born. I don't think so. I feel they're created. They're created out of trauma. They're created out of, they know what it feels like. That's why they're empathic. Okay. So, they've been bullied. They've had some really rough stuff done to them throughout their lives. So they end up wanting to help everybody, and it's part of being an empath, which I'm going to go over that eventually. But this is like one of my subjects for my podcast this Saturday, Metaphysical Meanderings. It's on my podcast. It's here on TikTok. It's here on Facebook. I'm on just on 2 screens today. I'm usually on 5. So, and I'm at home, so I'm not at my podcast station. So, hi guys. So to let you guys know that the empathic martyr feeds into my research with my PhD in the 7 stages of a spiritual awakening, because as an empathic martyr, you do get to a point where you're like, I just can't do this anymore. That's part of an awakening too. So just that you guys understand, they all go together. So yeah, and if anybody's been watching me, I talk about them a lot. Talk about a lot of different things that are connected to all that. So, and I'm just letting you guys know that, are you a martyr? Are you giving up what you need to be doing and working on in your life to take care of somebody? You feel sorry for somebody? You help somebody to the point of not helping yourself. That's an empathic martyr. Okay? Now everybody has they have their own theme of their life. Some people are caregiver. Some people are irritant. I don't know if you guys knew that, but somebody's got to play the asshole in your life. Did you know that? That somebody has to play that role. So that is one of there's like I would say like there's like 38. And one of them is martyr. They give up their lives for everybody else, and it's another word for empathic martyr. Okay, so you guys are aware of it, and I'm going to be going over it a little bit about what it is, and so that you guys know. Okay, you know what? Sometimes you don't have a choice. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think you always do, but it's the choice you are making. Do you know what I'm saying? And it sometimes it may appear that you might not, because of different circumstances, but you kind of do. See what I'm saying? It's your martyr. That's what a martyr is. That's exactly, you just summed it all up. Okay. So just letting you guys know. All right. But, that be you too. I would say, to be honest, I'm a Pisces moon. Now, if you guys are Pisces anywhere, Pisces are very much like this. They're they're very much martyrs a lot of times. Okay. So that you guys know that it is true. So just be aware of that. And with the Pisces, the way it is right now, with Pisces, Jupiter's in Pisces right now, that we are very, very emotional, all of us right now. And by the way, the full moon, I believe, is in Pisces right now, with it coming up. Okay. Yeah, yeah. You know what? Fried pickles. You have 3 kids, one with special needs. Your job, nursing assistant for elderly and dementia patients. It's hard to not burn out, and that's kind of what I'm doing. Is the empathic martyr. You're martyring yourself. You're putting what would be good for you, what you would really want. You're putting it to the side to help everybody. That's kind of what an empathic martyr does. So that you understand. But compassion fatigue. Now, even Mother Teresa believed in compassion fatigue. Now, some people say this is a theory, but they just have recently put a name to it, compassion fatigue. And she said after working, the nuns would work their jobs for so many days, so many years, they had to take a year off. She made them. She knew that was what it was. It's compassion fatigue. Okay, so that you guys understand that's where it's all coming from. That's what this is. And it has to do with being an empath. You can't be around all this negative energy all the time and not let it wear on you. It does over time. And like I said, at 31 years of teaching, I hit yes, it takes a lot. And I turned 55 and I'm just done. I went to my chiropractor and my look at this. Like, you see the lump there? I'm going to tell you that in a minute. The acupuncturist and I cried, and you always cry over your abuser, right? It's true. I mean, if you think about it, and it's not, I want you to understand, it was never the kids. ever not, well, it was a little bit at times, but overall, if they would just let me teach. So, but anyway, yeah, like see the lump right there? I think you guys can see that, right? It's kind of like a lot spot. Okay, I've done this week, in the last week or two, 22, 32, 42, 52. I've done about 50 readings in the last week, about 2 weeks. So quite a few readings. And I'm burned out a little. And that's why I said I'm only going to give this a half an hour. I need to back off myself. But he put, and whenever you do a lot of readings, you got to make sure your energy's clear. And when they put the needle in, and it doesn't hurt putting it in. It does hurt a little bit because that was blocked and it was a little problem with it. It got really swollen. It was bleeding the whole bit, and it should never do that, which tells me there was something wrong. Even my my acupuncturist knows what I do for a living. It's, he knows I have a business. He goes, okay, what in the hell you been doing? And he literally said that to me. I go, well, what do you mean? He goes, what's up with you? And I said, I did a lot of readings. And he goes, you better think a little bit more about backing that off. And here we go again. I want to help everybody, and a lot of people need my help. And a lot of the people are people that have become good clients over the years. So, and I want to help. So, yeah. So I have to be able to remember to keep my balance also. Okay. It was never the kids. Yep, Melissa, you're right. It was never the kids that's an issue. It's the adults outside of education. It's not even that. It's also the other teachers. Because I'll tell you, some of the nastiest people I've ever met in my life are other teachers. That too. But yeah, you're right. And it's the school board, and yeah, I get it. I know I'm with you guys. But like I said, it was compassion. You get to a point where it's called compassion burnout. And it's just, I did it for 31 years. I saw a window and I jumped through it. Am I sorry I did it? There's days that I miss it. I really miss it. I did it for 31 years as an art teacher. But I'm waiting for my health to improve. I think because my sleep is already improving. It's been about 2 months now. Almost, it'll be 2.5 months. I'm seeing my sleeping improving. I'm seeing some good positive changes. So there you go. All right. So what I am agreeing to do for you is I'm only going to take, like, here we go for balance. Now, by the way, this whole thing with Jupiter in Pisces is about balance. It's forcing you to balance. Okay. You're forcing you to balance. You don't have a choice. And me being a Pisces moon, I'm only going to take 10 questions. All right. I'm only on here for half an hour today. I'm usually on here for an hour or more. Like I said, I have a reading to do at 7:30. It's my only one of the day. Yesterday I did a bunch. I did a whole heap of them on Sunday. That's what I'm saying. And then I do take my days off, and I need my downtime. I usually take Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. I do my podcast Saturday morning, but nothing else. Then I go do all my readings on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I still have openings for tomorrow. So if you guys want to quick grab a spot, after that I'm off then for a week. So, or for 4 days, whatever, 3 days. So okay. Yes, I thank you for this. I do my daily readings. You have to remember that takes energy. Now today, I know why. Oh, I can guarantee. Okay, I did a yearly reading today, and that was almost 12 monthly readings, and I taped it for somebody. That was why this was swollen. That's it. And if anybody thinks that none of this is real, see, you can see, look it was bleeding. Anybody thinks that any of this stuff isn't real, you know what I'm saying? That because the only time that you'll have a problem like that where it swells is because you've done something you really shouldn't, or something was blocked, or so you can see it right there. He put the needle right there, and I went, ow, that hurt. He goes, what you been doing? And I'm like, yeah. So I overdid it. It's my whole point. He had to rebalance all the energy. So anyway, excited about the new moon too. I know. I was told it's Pisces. I don't know if that's true or not. I thought it was Pisces going into Aries, but I don't know. Somebody mentioned that to me today, but I have not looked yet. And by the way, join me. buymeacoffee.com/enchantedskye. We meet on Wednesday nights and it will be on a certain subject, and I will tell everybody. Okay, so I make sure that you guys know that what we're meeting on, and I don't always control the meeting because I want everybody's opinion. Um, I'm thinking of doing a little bit of a ghost stuff things lately because I'm on my way to Taos and I'm also on my way to Sedona. I'm going to be reading in Sedona. So I some of the most haunted place I've ever been was in Taos. I've never experienced that. And so I'm getting into the little ghosty stuff, okay? Um, Anna, honey, dear, what are you talking about? Oh, compassion fatigue. Oh, can you recover from compassion fatigue? Yes. It's almost like adrenal fatigue. I have that. And that's where all my weight gains come from. I'm not a heavy person. I eat so cleanly. It's just not even funny. Like today, I felt guilty because I had a taco. I had one taco, and I'm like, because I normally am eating vegetables and fruits, and my everything in my body is good except my adrenals are messed up, and we're trying to get them set. It's from constant stress for 31 years, and you can recover from compassion fatigue. I compare them to adrenal fatigue and compassion fatigue because they're very, very similar. You need time off, balance and time off. So all right, and yep. The night by a local medium, I had the strangest dream thing appear in my dream. I don't want to say that what it was out loud. It grabbed your back. Oh, really? You'll have to cusp of sensitivity. You'll have to talk to me about that. Okay. All right. Because I know who you are. We've talked. A lot of you guys are my followers. I know you guys. Yes. Looking forward to Wednesday night. Yes, MJ. Yes, Wednesday nights. I used to have we used to call it our little, I don't know, tribe. And it was just, thank you. You can buy me a coffee or you can join. Now, if you join, it's $22 a month. That means it's $11 a session. You get me for about an hour. It's pretty much, and I've got a limit of like 20 people. So far, I've got like maybe 5. So, and I had at one point 15 to 18 people on there that were on Patreon. Patreon was taking 35 to 40%. And they know what they can do with that. This is simpler. This Buy Me a Coffee is simpler, more straightforward, easier in general. And it's kind of cute. The name was kind of cute. So that's why I went with them. But what I'll do is I always send you a link for a Google Meet, and we'll just meet Google, like by Google. So, okay. Oh, hi, Kelly. You woke. Anna, like our cusp of sensitivity. You'll have to give me a phone call, and we'll have to talk about that. All right. Yeah, stress has done a number on my body. Like I've told you guys, I've got my liver is kind of. I have a lot of scarring on my liver because I'm eating right now. I had a fatty liver. Well, it's stress. It has nothing to do with me not eating right. So they're doing some tests on my liver. So my liver's working absolutely fine though. So I'm not really worried about it. But yeah. So stress. It's just did you see? If you look at Glassdoor, you guys know what Glassdoor is. It's kind of like a ad agency or something. Number 1 most stressful job. Teacher, number 1. Number 3 is surgeon. I mean, does that say something? Just, yeah. So anyway, never feel guilty about tacos. I had just one taco, but I was like feeling guilty because I'm off. I'm eating dirty keto. So I'm eating very, very low carb. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to take a few of you. Is your Picasso real? Yeah. Is it a drawing? I'm going to take about 10 questions is all I'm going to, so I don't get overly tired. Say I do have to do a reading after this. But yes, familiar with Glassdoor and stress. Yes. Yes. Familiar with Glassdoor and stress. Yes. Yes. This is not a problem to me. You guys understand that this is kind of like fun for me. But when I have to really concentrate one-on-one with you, and I have to do a lot of them in a row, that it gets to be a little bit. And I think people don't understand that I'm literally jumping dimensions. And I'm convinced that psychics and mediums are time traveling just a little bit. Okay. And it's a dimensional thing, I'm telling you. Okay. that people don't realize how much energy it takes. You know, because you're struggling to just see, you're struggling to look through. I still say it's E equals MC squared. Everything that I do is because I've learned how to time travel just a little bit. That's why I still feel everybody can do this with lots and lots of practice. So I've been doing this 25 years. So, all right. So thank you guys for sending me cups of coffee. People have been sending me cups of coffee. I'm watching it come down on my screen. That's so nice of you. I really appreciate it. It's only $5. And it goes towards my healing center. And if you want to become a member, it's $22 a month. And that's $11 a session. And I meet twice a month for about an hour, hour and a half. And it's a limit of 20 people. I'm not letting any more than that in because I want everybody to be like, to bond with me and to be, you know what I'm saying, and see what I can teach. But I have a Montessori background. If you don't know what that is, you're controlling that group too. You're responsible for that group too. You're doing things. You're bringing questions. You're doing, it's not me just preaching at you like I kind of am now. Sorry. So anyway, all right. So, let me see. I'm going to read a couple questions for you guys. Okay. Here, hold on. Here we go. Top chat. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for doing this. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, Annette. I don't mind doing it. Rosa, will I be joining Western Carolina College program this summer? I think it would be a good, I don't know if that one's it or it's another one. You are going. I don't know if it's that one. I kind of feel like it's something else. Okay. Hi, Kia. Kia Stewart, did you get your, I have your other half of your yearly. I have it done. I have to just send it to you, my dear. So you guys, I know, it's so scary. I've got thousands of people and I recognize names and I recognize, you know what I'm saying? If you guys don't know, if you have just joined me, I have 1 million people on a podcast. It's coming through 216thenet.com. Please join me on Saturday mornings. It is on here on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, 216thenet.com. And what am I missing? One other one. TikTok. Anyway, it's like 5. I have 5 screens up. So, yeah. Anyway, and what you're doing this weekend is we're going to be talking about some of my research that I'm doing. I'm getting my PhD in metaphysical counseling and just metaphysics and metaphysical counseling. So, okay. All right. Let's see what I get. I'm doing some questions. Hamanji, when will you get your dream house? In about 3 years. Don't settle. I feel like you might settle. Like you won't be quite your dream, but you can get it. Now I'm still saying, now if you guys don't know, I also do prophecies. I'm also doing predictions. And so far I'm about 90%. I'm not perfect. I still say there's something up with that housing market. There's housing market, or it's either the housing market or the stock market. Something's up this year. It's going to be to our advantage. I say that even though this is going to be a tough 4 years, things are going to get much, much better if you're here in the United States for us. Like a lot. There's a lot of good changes coming. So, okay. Murray, will I find my house soon? Keep looking around June, July. Okay. I think you're looking at one soon and you're going to get sniped. So keep your eye open. Okay. All right. Will you locate this year? Yes. That was easy. Sometimes they're just yes, you know. You haven't, Kia, I sent it, Kia dear, I sent it to you I texted it to you. See if you see it, because I texted it to you. Please check, because I know I did. And I sent it to you, and I even gave you an email. So look through your texts. If not, let me know. But I know we were having a discussion, and it says that on there. So if not, I'll send you more links, and send me an email. But I know I did. So when I apologize, look at it again. Okay. All right. Yes. Feminine love, is being a psychologist the best way for me to help others? Yes. Never go wrong with that. Because if you think about that, what do I do? I'm a metaphysical counselor. I probably should have initially gotten my degree and been a therapist. I do have a background in counseling and in psychology because I was a special ed teacher for a lot of years. And I would identify learning disabilities. I can tell in 5 minutes what's wrong and what their processing problems are and stuff like that. And I would deal with ADHD. I would deal with autism. I dealt with it a lot. I probably should have just went and got my master's in it, but I taught instead. But I loved my classroom, and I still do. I wish anybody that's watching, because I know I can see, I'm scrolling and watching some of my students on here. I can see their names. So, miss you guys, but you know what? It was time for me to go. 31 years is plenty long, right? Okay, so, all right. Yeah, okay. Oh, the pathway program. Okay, that might be it, Rose. You see what I'm saying? I got people calling me. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, I meant, do you see my finance? Princess, I don't understand the question. Kelly, will you get clients for your meditation business? Darling, you guys do know that I help other people that are in this field, right? If you want to, you call me. You can look up my number on my website, janetskye.com, and call me. And I will hook you up. I will feature you on my podcast. Got 1 million people. So, and I am okay with that. Okay. So don't worry. All right. And I'm never jealous. It's because that's not what it's about. You have to understand, I have other friends that are psychics, and they could be giving you a reading that could be completely different than what I would give you. Because it's a personality thing. Like certain things will come through for me that won't for other people. Okay, that's my specialty is I'm a medium. That's what I do. Somebody else might be a meditation specialist. Now I am certified in meditation, but yours might be different. You might be more into yoga. You might be, you know what I'm saying? All right. So, all right. With that said, all right. But I won't be on here long. I can't be because I'm like looking on here and I'm like thinking, hold on here. 7. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go in about 5 minutes. I'm normally on here for an hour, but you guys follow me, and you know, they're trying to, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what happens after I'm on live. And not a gatekeeper. Love catching me live. Thank you. I try really hard. What you see is what you get. This is how I teach my classroom. You know, I'm a guide. I'm not a task keeper. I'm a guide. So when kids would get assignments from me as an art teacher, I would say, I don't know, what do you want to do? Well, I don't know. I don't know, what do you want? I would just keep asking them until finally, and they would, when they first take me for the first year or so, they kind of went, huh? Then after they get the hang of it, because remember, I'm Montessori. I don't tell you what to do. You have to be responsible and do it yourself. So this is the guidelines. This is what we're doing. So now what are you going to do with it? And that's how I teach all my classes. I've always been that way. So, and if anybody knows anything about Montessori, it's very liberal. And people really grow. There's good growth, you know, and you really truly learn instead of having to spit out stuff like out of a book, you know. So, okay. You can do that. Kelly, you can do that. You send me your information, darling. I will feature you. I am never jealous, and that's what my podcast is here to do, and all of my channels. So if you've got a podcast, you've got a business, you're a tarot reader, and you want me to feature you, I will mention you on for free on my podcast. That's what this is about. I always push it forward, you know. So okay, all right. Bye, MJ. Yeah, I gotta go. I will call. Oh, that's fine, Kelly. Go ahead. Okay, you have a New York area code. Just leave him that message. Okay. No, I will help. I do not mind. That's what this is about. So, okay. Also, be please watching for astrologygumbo.com. It is a free website to look up your charts. We're in the process. It's just about ready to be launched within the next week or so. I will be referring you back to that every single time. Now, that is a website we are trying to eventually put ads on to make money off of, but we're going to do it in a way that it stays free for people looking up their charts and stuff, but there's going to be ads and stuff. So that I got sick and tired of having these places where we went to like astrologycafe.com. I used to always put, now you have to pay for everything. I'm like, no, that's not, no. So, yep. And there'll be like a daily tarot on there, and there'll be like ads for other psychics. It's like that. So you'll see that going. I have a friend doing that. So I'm diversifying. So I'm trying my best. So, okay. And by the way, plug for my friend. She does, now she's on her way to Sedona tomorrow. I'm reading in Sedona with her. We're thinking of opening up a shop in Sedona, Arizona. Can you imagine me going back and forth from Chicago to Sedona, back and back? Okay. All right. So, interesting, huh? Anyway, with that said, I have to go. I have a reading and I am way over. I'm only 5 minutes over. It's not that big a deal. But anyway, so that you guys know what's going on, and I look forward to so anybody that is interested, join me for our Wednesday groups. It's a private group, but it's not. It's public, but it's private. But if you subscribe to me, you'll get, it'll be about $10 a session. So, okay. Blessings to everybody, and make it a great week. Keep watching my lives, my live daily tarot. You ever notice? Pull just for thing. If once you're in my group, you're in my circle, what happens is you can pull cards for yourself and they'll be exactly the same. Try it out. No joke. Try it. Okay? Blessings to everybody. Make it a great week. Okay? And I'm going to back off of here. All right. End now. End now. Bye, guys. Make it great.